I'm Jacob Wood. I'm a city administrator in Oakley, Kansas. We're a town of about 2,000, and we've got about 1,100 water meters. Personnel policies are vital. They're vital to the management or to the day-to-day operation of any local government or any government entity. And the reason is, if you don't have a personnel policy in place, then it's really kind of up to interpretation. If I don't have something that's written, that's something on paper, then my employees can kind of go whatever direction they want. So I think it's important to have personnel policies in place that outline the expectations for your employees so they know what they're supposed to do, they know when they're supposed to come to work, they know what they're supposed to wear, they know what kind of compensation they're going to receive for doing the work that they do. I think there's a lot of resources out there that can help you put together a good personnel policy. I mean, the first thing that you would do is look at what other people have done. I mean, not everybody, but a lot of places have personnel policies. You'd reach out to other communities, reach out to the League of Kansas Municipalities, just to see what kind of policies they have in place. Because, we don't do this in a vacuum. Personnel policies are put in place to handle situations that have come up in the past. So other communities have already dealt with the same kind of things that you're going to deal with. So they kind of have some experience in that. So reach out to other administrators, other boards, see what kind of policies that they have in place. Look to the league. There's other places that do that sort of thing. And then also, you want to have any kind of policy that you decide you're going to put in place. You want to run that by an attorney, a city attorney, whoever your legal counsel is, just to make sure that you are following all the state and federal regulations that you need to be following. Here in Oakley, what we do to make sure that our employees know what the personnel policy says, that really starts with the day that they're hired. When we start with orientation of a new employee. We bring them in, and they are required to sign a form that says, I have received a personnel policy manual and I have read the personnel policy manual. And then, if there's any changes or any updates, we may send a memo out that says, hey, this is what's happened, and we would require the employees to sign that as well to say that they received the update, they know what the manual says, and then that the updates can go in their book that they have. A personnel manual should really cover any topic that you don't want to be left up to interpretation by the employees. Typically, a personnel manual includes things like what kind of compensation you're going to get, what are your benefits, so when are you supposed to show up to work, what's the work schedule look like, if you do something you're not supposed to do, what's the disciplinary action going to look like, what is it that what are the things that you're not supposed to do that you're going to get disciplined for. I mean, it really covers a broad range of everything that you need to know in order to be successful at your job. You want to make sure that you're always documenting everything that you do. You want to document, every kind of action that you have. If you don't do that, and then you come to a situation where you've decided, hey, I think it's time to let somebody go, but you don't have the paper trail, that becomes even more difficult. And this is another instance where you want to keep your legal counsel involved, every step of the way.